Hi, welcome to another Monday in the Madhouse for the Soluri.
No guts, no glory hour.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, sweetheart. I'm
How's
dropping
it
my
going?
microphone.
Yeah, camera's about to roll, and Vinny's dodging and
That's what I do.
dip, dive, dodge, duck. What is it? Dodge, dive, dip, duck.
Yeah, I don't know. Dick dart, whatever it is. It's one of those. But we're here. It's Monday.
It's Monday, March 14th, just a few days away from
Wow,
St.
the middle of
Patrick's
March
Day,
already.
and time for corned beef and cabbage and all that fun stuff, right? Yeah, it's good. If we have a chance and we're not too busy this week, maybe I'll make it.
Okay. Well, anybody out there making it, just give me an invite. I'll come over and eat it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, we're going to cover some things in the news real quick before we bring on the guest who I just absolutely adore. I adore him. He's over there. You don't see him yet, but I adore him. I've known him for a really long time. Anyway, stuff in the news. This was like really disturbing. Every year in Alaska, since 1973, they have the dog sled race.
Right.
It is the biggest dog sled race in the world. So it's big. It's a big deal. They go 1,161 miles, and, you know, it's based on speed and endurance, and especially that they have to tackle, like, conditions. You know, it's cold up there and everything. Well,
So the dogs run 1,100 miles?
1,161 miles within a
Wow.
2-week period. So the Mushers have a team, I think, of 12 dogs, I think it is, or 16, I'm not really sure. But I'm not even going to say, but some real jerky guy drove his, I don't know if it was a snowmobile or some kind of snow machine. They actually call it a snow machine, but I'm guessing it's maybe a snowmobile, into 2 teams of Mushers with their dogs, killing one. The dog's name was Nash. He was a 3-year-old Husky male.
Oh.
And I couldn't show the picture because I would cry. He was a beautiful boy. And so the idiot got arrested. He was intoxicated. And anybody out there who's an animal lover, I know, like, if you put the guy around any one of us, we would have our way with him. And but I just think that's so sad. So that poor boy.
That's sad.
Yeah, it really is. It's disturbing. I don't even
now
know
I'm depressed.
why somebody would do that. So, well, I'm thinking, so if everybody looks for this guy, I don't have his name, you know, maybe they can put some pressure on the Alaskan
Well, you'll see
law
him. He's driving a black snowmobile with a Husky stuck to the front of it.
No, but you know what? If everybody starts writing in, if everybody, you know, Google the story, and if they
Right.
write into the Alaskan, you know, the law enforcement there, maybe they can, I don't know what the penalties there,
Well,
but they should be harsh.
there's idiots all over the world.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Well,
happens
that's
to be one of them.
It's Quincy Jones's 83rd birthday.
Yeah,
Big producer,
Quincy.
composer for people like Frank Sinatra,
Big
Michael
Motown,
Jackson,
big
and
Motown.
Motown, Aretha Franklin, big Motown.
He did,
Celine Dion.
It's slipping my mind.
Oh, I don't know that one. Slip in my mind.
Yeah, that was not a hit, but it was one of his songs.
But anyway,
Practice what you preach.
that's right. So for those of you who may not be aware of it, March 14th every year is National Napping Day, which I'm all for that. You know, if I could have a chance to actually do that.
I'm down with a nap.
A nap, I'm down with a nap too.
Yeah.
They say napping reduces stress. It gives you more clarity, more productivity, like in the workplace. So I would like to pass a bill that we should put this into effect at the workplace.
Trump will.
Nap rule, you know,
Trump will.
like having a nap room and pillows and blankets. I'm all up for a nap. That works good for me.
Yeah, we don't have enough sexual harassment at work. Now we're going to put a nap room.
But I think that's so great. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
But and we have really big news. We are proud because the Seawolves, the Stony Brook Seawolves,
yeah,
have
Seawolves.
gotten their first trip in
the-
Division I into the NCAA basketball
First time
the
ever.
men's basketball
Go
tournament.
Seawolves, man. That's
Go
an accomplishment.
Seawolves.
I mean, listen, I think they're taking like 13th or 14th seed.
13th seed.
And so they'll probably be playing like the third,
They're playing Kentucky, who's the 4th seed.
4th seed. Look at my girl.
4th game on March 17th, which is this Thursday.
She does her homework.
They're
I'm
playing-
just coming out of what I think it should be.
Yeah, they're playing in Iowa.
But
And,
the thing is, if they win their first game, then they have a little easier ride because they won't be playing like the first to third
Right.
round for a while. They'll play like some of the lower ones.
Right.
So good luck on your first game.
I
You have an
so
easier
hope,
ride.
you
They're
know.
a great team.
Yeah.
My nephew Anthony Salvaggio goes to see him all the
Yeah,
time.
he's got season
Anthony, I
tickets.
hope you're going to travel and go see him.
And Scott Kopelman, I know you're a big fan too. So I hope for you guys and just for everybody on Long Island, you know.
And I'm free. I'll come with you if anyone's going.
Yeah. We
with
live in
you.
the Stony Brook area,
I'm a great
basically, so
passenger.
we're all for them. And let's see, as far as my notes go, things in the news.
Oh, you know what else? I wanted to
What?
bring this up.
What else?
Hugh Hefner is selling the Playboy Mansion.
No way.
Yeah, but he has a stipulation.
Okay. Oh boy.
He's selling it. I don't
This
know.
is true?
Yeah,
True
this
story?
is true. I think it's
Okay.
like $10 million or $30 million. I don't know how much it was. I know it was a high number.
Lots.
But the
Lots of
stipulation
money.
is he gets to live there until he dies. So you get the Playboy Mansion, but you get
But it
Hugh
comes
Hefner
with Hugh
too.
Hefner. Okay.
And
But
I'm thinking, if I ever bought the Playboy Mansion, the last thing I want to come with is Hugh Hefner.
You know, most houses come with a hot tub
Give
or
me some Playboy bunnies, man. I don't want some 80-year-old balls dragging across my kitchen floor.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, Hugh. I mean, I love you, babe, but
That's an
gotta
amenity
go.
that you're not really up for, when you spend $30 million on a house.
And then
right?
again, at
Yeah.
$10 million, I could get them a net and pull them up a little bit, so
Yeah, right.
they don't leave no slug marks across the kitchen.
Yeah, and I just want to say also, my band, the Rockin' 45s, played this past Saturday at LJ's in Lindenhurst, and Vin's brother Ralphie is co-managing the place.
Co-owner.
Co-owner.
Yes.
And so we played there, and I want to thank Mr. Joe Rock from Joe Rock and the All-Stars and WBAB 102.3 for getting up and doing a couple of tunes with us. Thank you, Joe. You're
Yes,
always
it
welcome.
was a
and
fun
you're
night.
always,
We had a great crowd. Thanks
You're always
to everybody
fabulous.
for your support. You guys come out in 10s and 20s, and you came out with the whole Loretta family was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great, man.
Lots of
Thank you
fun.
for your support. It really means a lot
It's
to
always
us.
a good time. Always a good time. And if you want to find the Rockin' 45s, because we're all over the place, especially now that the nice weather is coming, we do all the outdoor gigs. You can find us at www.rockin', that's rockin' without the G, rockin45s.com.
That's right.
So with that said, it is time.
Without further ado,
Without further ado, it's time to introduce someone that I've actually known since his birth, not mine, because he's younger than me. He's a family member, and I've adored him forever. We used to play when we were little tots, but the one and only fabulous Mr. Casey Webb.
hey, Mr. Casey.
Hey guys,
What?
how are you?
Love
Hugs and
you.
kisses.
So
Good, how are
happy,
you?
so happy to have you aboard. You know, it's
Thank
funny
you.
because we've been waiting to do the show for an hour, so we've been in the green room and talking.
Yeah,
But
hanging.
you know, now we're live and going. It's like, hey, but meanwhile, you know, we did all that before.
Sure.
But it's always great to have you.
Thank
around.
you.
Well,
You're,
actually-
Yeah.
you're one funny dude.
It's great to be
You're the
here.
best. And you were actually one of our first guests when we first did the show in the other studio.
Yes.
The much smaller. It was cute and lovely,
Petite.
but
Right.
the petite
The
studio.
petite studio.
Studio.
The petite version.
Some
of
big
it.
fellas I
Are you
remember
laughing in there?
that joined us that day, right?
That's,
Yes.
That's right.
Yes,
Anthony
including
Domenico.
myself.
Anthony
Anthony.
Domenico.
Yeah,
Right.
great.
Right.
Funny guy.
Huff,
And,
Johnny Huff.
Johnny-
John, that was great.
Yeah, funny stuff.
Made some new friends that day.
But you have really done so much since the last time you were here, which was about 2 years ago.
I think it's 2 years.
Right?
Yeah, I've been
About 2
pretty
years
busy.
ago. So you're a native New Jerseyan.
From New
Is that a
Jersey.
word?
Yeah, New Jerseyan.
Okay.
Sure.
Copacean, New Jersey,
Okay.
everything's
Yeah.
in at the end.
And, well, where to start, I guess. We'll start really quick because you have a lot to talk
I was
about.
born in New Jersey.
Right.
Right. We start there.
What part of Jersey? You want to say?
You don't remember. You
I was
really young.
I was young. I was born napping. Believe it or not, I just came out. I was
There
asleep.
you go. You started all
I
this
started the
napping.
trend of napping.
That's right.
Red Bank, New Jersey.
Red Bank.
Yeah, Red Bank's a famous little town.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Well, you got Bruce
Famous for-
Springsteen is
okay.
down there. Bon Jovi's down there.
Oh, is that where they're from, that area?
They live
Okay.
down there. So Kevin Smith has his little his shop there, and they shoot Comic Book Man, which is on
Okay.
AMC. That show.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
A lot of stuff going on. It's a busy little
Right,
town.
right.
I mean, I don't live there now, but
Right.
I
You're in the
frequent there.
boroughs.
I'm in,
Jersey's a happening
I'm in
place.
Brooklyn. I'm in
You're
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Brooklyn in the house.
Brooklyn in his
Now
hour.
you're-
Yeah.
Oh, now you're a Brooklyn guy.
I'm a Brooklyn
eh?
guy.
Yeah.
Brooklyn guy.
Okay.
My dad's a Bronx guy.
Right.
I'm now a Brooklyn guy.
You know, it's funny when you go places.
Hi, Raymond.
You go
Hey.
places
Love
and
you too.
people say, "Hey, you're from New York." Oh yeah, I have a friend in Jersey.
Right.
They don't realize that, like, dude, that's another state. You know,
It's a whole-
they just put
Right.
New York and New Jersey together.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess
Oh, I have
it's-
a friend in
Feels
Jersey.
like it's kinda
He lives in.
connected.
Like,
But
dude, that's-
Jersey is definitely a transplant of all New Yorkers.
yeah,
You know.
it is. Well, now
parents-
Florida is too. I guess you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like another.
I mean, but you don't see somebody in Florida and say, you know, I live in Florida. Oh, I got a friend in Louisiana.
right? Yeah, we're real close. Yeah,
like-
just down the street.
Yeah, here you go.
Exactly.
Right down the street.
Exactly.
We're hurricane
But,
buddies.
You know, growing up, I mean, you're always funny, but when did you actually start entertaining the thought that you wanted to start? You wanted to entertain. You wanted to get into the field, whether it's comedy
We'll get paid for it anyway.
acting.
Being the youngest of two, I was always jockeying for attention from my brother, because my brother's the oldest, and I was
Keith.
Yeah, Keith, my
Hi,
older
Keith.
brother, who coincidentally has 12 sled dogs, believe it or not, and he trains them down in South Jersey where he lives. And he also has property upstate New York, and he races them. My nephew races, Ty.
Wow.
He races, he's
So
9.
he's probably well aware of that sad story that I had.
Very much
that
so.
I
And
talked
some of
about
those
earlier.
dogs that run the Iditarod, older dogs that he's gotten, he's brought, he's actually purchased because they're older and they don't run them anymore. So he's gotten those
You know
dogs.
what's funny? Some people think that that's really cruel and stuff, but those dogs just love to run.
That's what they do. They run
They're
forever.
right.
It's in their
Like-
blood.
Like hunting dogs
Right.
like to hunt.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know, but these dogs just love to run.
Yeah,
Love
and
running.
I mean, I've trained. Sorry, I've trained dogs.
Yeah.
And huskies are the hardest to train, in obedience wise. You know, to have them run, to train them that way,
Yeah.
is easy because that's their natural instinct is to just run.
They run circles.
Yeah, they just
They'll run in
just
circles.
go.
Are they
just
always
go.
huskies that they use?
Well,
for
there's
those dogs?
yeah,
Mostly.
there's Alaskan Huskies, there's Siberian Huskies, then there's
Ah.
Inuit dogs, which are like native to
Oh, okay.
Alaska,
Okay.
and those dogs are, they're runners.
Right.
And actually, I have to interrupt, but we have friends in Alaska. Shar,
Yeah.
Mama
Yes.
Shar, I know you're watching.
Mama Shar,
And
we love
Amber,
you.
yeah.
Amber,
Jen's,
yes.
Jen's
Evelyn.
hometown going way back. Well,
Alaskan
Evelyn's in Hawaii
friends.
again.
Years old, love years
Wow,
old.
I don't
But,
have any
we
friends
love
in
you guys.
Alaska.
You know?
I don't have any friends in Alaska.
Well, you could be friends. Shar is the sweetest thing. She'll be your friend.
Okay.
Yeah, she is
Yeah.
the best.
I have one friend in Alaska. Thanks,
There you
guys.
go.
Didn't take much. one friend.
I hear my giggle and Janine in the
But-
other room.
Yeah, good here.
So where'd you start? Because we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I think because I was just figuring it out as a kid, I was really sarcastic. I was just trying to get the attention of my brother or my parents. So it wasn't until later, like in high school, I didn't.
I didn't know that when you were right. You didn't show it when you were younger.
Yeah, it was.
You were funny, but you weren't like.
I wasn't a song,
theatrical and
right?
you
I
were,
wasn't.
you
I
were just
wasn't
a
a
funny kid.
thespian
Yeah, exactly.
till much later.
Exactly.
It's funny. My mom and I were talking about it recently, and when I was little, and like even more awkward and husky. Speaking of huskies, I was actually husky. I still am. Actually, husky.
I'm
Now
in the
they always
Husky-
remember to
I'm
back
in the
it.
Husky
Yeah.
Club.
The Husky Club. The thing, I don't think you can be husky after 13 years old. Like once you're
Yeah.
big boned, you're husky, and then you're just a
Then
fat
you're
guy.
then
You're
you're
just
a large
you're
guy.
just a big guy.
But I started off as the slim.
Oh, you
I was
did,
in
yeah.
the slim category.
Oh my
you know,
God!
was
When
like
I knew him as a teenager,
Right.
he was the
Skinny
skinniest
Vinny.
little thing. When I met
Skinny
him,
Vinny,
Skinny
that's
Vinny.
for me.
yeah, and
Skin
when
and
I-
bones.
Skinny Vinny. I never.
Now I'm a
even-
fat bastard. I went from
Vinny
skinny
to
Vinny to
fat
fat
bastard.
bastard. Huh?
Oh,
I just think if
Progress.
I just think if everybody was as fat as me, we'd all be that much closer together.
Yeah,
You know,
especially in a small car.
in a smart car.
Smart, yeah.
Janine's loving the show
Yeah,
today.
she's giggle pants in there. It's great.
I know,
Bring her on.
I love hearing her laugh.
Should refill the.
We're gonna have to bring her out.
So, all right. What do you want to talk about? 'Cause you have a lot of things.
Yeah, I got
So
some
this
stuff
is
going
your
on.
format.
But
You
back to, I guess, the start of it. My mother put me up on. I did some modeling at this ski shop that. So I legitimately was modeling ski clothes, but I was like a chunky kid, and like there's pictures of me. I look
Well-
miserable.
Well, listen, because
On the-
ski clothes kind of make you look.
You look big anyway.
You
Like
get
I was
those
a big
down
kid.
jackets.
Yeah,
You look like the Michelin guy.
right. I was the Michelin kid, just a fat kid.
That's a
in
faux pas for advertising.
70s,
Don't
yeah,
put a big
terrible.
kid in
No,
this.
you don't want a fat kid in there, especially live on the runway. So all the Husky kids. I mean, they sold a lot of Husky jackets that day. That's about it. A lot of Husky ski
But it's
pants.
easy because all they do is they put a Twinkie at the end of the runway.
Right, yeah. I was more of a savory kind of guy. I wanted
you go.
something a little bit saltier than sweets. So, French fries.
There you go.
So that
So-
that was young, and then I hated it. I played football in high school and wrestled, and then I went to college and played football, and I hated it. My girlfriend was home, and I was in the middle of Pennsylvania.
Became an
You
interruption.
just hate
at that
you hated
point.
being away.
I hated being away. I was a Jersey guy in the
You
middle
like
of
playing
Pennsylvania.
football,
I liked
right?
playing football. I was good at
What
it.
position?
Nose guard.
Nice.
The thing is, I was a Husky kid.
Wait,
And
I didn't know that.
did I mention I was a Husky, a little fat kid? Yeah.
Remember, the key word tonight is husky.
Husky.
Drink up when you.
Yeah. Like
Every
on
time you hear
Bravo.
say Husky,
Yeah.
take
Andy
a sip.
Cohen,
All
every
right,
time
Husky.
you hear the word husky, do a shot. Okay.
So
Big boned,
it
yeah.
wasn't until I
were
left.
big boned.
A big boned.
Yes.
Yeah, Husky, big boned, chunky,
fat,
fat bastard.
whatever.
But I left college. I left.
You left?
I left. I don't know if I left or I got kicked out. One of the two.
Oh, now that comes in. Now, okay.
Yeah, there's documentation.
Dad, I left college. I got kicked out.
Yeah.
I think I don't. I still think I'm not allowed on campus. It's
you
been a
got
long
kicked
time.
out.
I got kicked
Okay.
Yeah, you got kicked out.
Somebody said I got kicked out. But then I started doing theater when I got back. I had friends, 3 friends of mine, really close friends. One was in a community college doing theater. The other 2, one was in a conservatory in New York City. The other one was in Vermont doing theater. These are guys I grew up with, my closest buddies,
Right.
and we all played sports together. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this thing a try. And I went to an audition. First thing I ever did was an audition for a play, and I had to read off a piece of paper, cold, on a stage in front of like 20 people and everyone else auditioning. Like walk out.
And this is something you've
I get chills
never
just
done.
thinking about it because I mean I've been doing this for a long time,
Right.
but I failed miserably. I just couldn't do it. I wasn't
Well,
good
that's
at
a
it.
tough thing.
It's tough.
to do.
I couldn't read. That basically.
Well, acting,
yeah.
acting in film is a lot different than
Very
theater.
much so, yeah. I mean, but
Yep.
then that's what made me do it. That's made me want to do it. So instead of using my melon to run into people and knocking them over, which I did really well, I decided I failed so bad. I enrolled in that first class was an improv class
Right.
Oh,
at
cool.
that college, and then
And
I
that was
stayed
it?
there. And
That
that
was
was
your
it.
love,
That was
that
it. I
you
was
fell in love, and
18,
that was it. Wow.
and I started when I was 18. But I was in high school I was always friends with everyone in different circles.
Exactly, 'cause
Not
you're
just
like
playing
that.
sports. I wasn't just a jock. I was like
That was me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
You didn't discriminate.
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
friends are friends.
There's more
and-
girls,
Me,
Like if I
That's why I
discriminate one
get it
group,
too,
yeah,
yeah.
it's more girls.
I
girls,
never
boobies
discriminated.
everywhere.
I
No,
always
I never.
hated everybody equally.
Yeah, I hated
You know,
everyone.
that's
Yeah,
it.
across the
You know,
board. I hate all of
no,
you.
don't feel bad. I hate everybody.
And you know, it's a hard field to get into. I mean, when you want to do that as a career, because there's a lot of knocking on doors, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of hard knocks.
A lot of hard knocks and knocking
so-
on doors.
That's right. You like
You
that,
should
right?
wink to the camera when you say that.
you got to
Some
knock on the
catchphrase.
You got, that?
door.
Wait, you got me
Yeah.
on camera, guys. You ready? Janine, you got
Catchphrase.
me?
New catchphrase.
A lot of hard knocks and knocking on doors.
Boom.
We're
Breaking
using
hearts.
That. We're going to use that.
Yeah,
from
breaking
now on.
hearts, knocking on doors.
Yeah.
We're gonna use
School of
that
Hard
from now
Knocks.
on,
So
you
you
know.
started with
You're
theater.
welcome.
You started with theater.
Yeah, started doing theater. Yeah, and I
Dramatic roles or comedic roles?
mostly dramatic stuff.
Yeah,
like
which
I had something I had to get out. Clearly, like
You had to get that whole
emotional
Husky
stuff.
modeling.
The fat husky kid
had to get
modeling
that
stuff. I had to get it out.
Yeah.
I had something to prove. And like doing an improv class where like it's so great for anybody that just wants to get started because it was a dramatic class and the teacher he basically gives you a scenario of something real and emotional, like something real,
Right.
Like you have an STD and you got to tell your girl that you have an STD, and that's what it was. And I was like, and then this whole thing poured out of me. Like I never had an STD. I don't have an STD. For all you out there. But
And
then
he's
like
so cute,
all this
too.
other stuff came out. It was like holy shit! Like all this stuff came pouring out, and because it wasn't scripted, it was just me,
Right,
And like I love this girl. So as simple as that, and then it just from there on, I started just researching and doing more dramatic stuff. I mean, all I do now is mostly comedic stuff, but recently we were just talking that I've been asked to do some more dramatic stuff, which I love, you
Right.
know.
But that's good that you do. It's good to be diverse.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to try your hand at everything as long as you like everything, because you are good at everything. You're good at all
Thanks.
phases of acting stuff that I've seen you do.
Yeah,
such as like for instance, I'm going to throw it out there. We don't have clips of this today,
Sorry.
but that's okay. We're going to show them another time just because. Actually, we showed you a clip when you were doing the Doritos commercial.
Oh, you
were
did?
submitting it for the Super Bowl. We showed it
Yes.
at that time.
Yes. This is not this year, the year before.
On
yeah.
another show we had shown.
Oh,
it,
you
but-
did? Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, somebody else was on. They submitted a commercial too.
I don't remember.
Joe Palmerico, I believe.
Joe
Was it Joe?
Palmerico?
Okay.
Yes.
No, I don't know who he is.
Oh, okay.
You're from
I like
Jersey?
the name. Yeah, I'm from Jersey,
yeah,
Joe.
he's from New York,
Jersey
yeah.
Joe. That
But
was
so
from
now
New York.
you've just.
He lives in
so
Pennsylvania.
I thought we'd have those clips today, and I know people would be like, "Oh my God, I know that commercial." So you've done the Doritos, which you submitted.
Yeah, there's two that Doritos commercials.
And they're-
One I was a monster, the big orange monster.
I love that one. Oh my God, it
It's like
was
5
great.
hours of
It was
makeup. Looks great.
We
I
had a
think there's
picture of that.
is there
We
a
have a
picture?
picture of the orange monster.
Oh, the orange monster, the Doritos commercial.
Over there?
Let's see.
Oh, there it
Jimmy-
is. Look at him. Hey, there he is.
There
But
it
it's so
is.
much more effective when you see it
There he
completely
is.
in the commercial.
Yeah.
So now what happens with that? Like you submit it, could it still be picked up? It's a great commercial.
Yeah, it came out great. So there are two different commercials. I got cast in both. I I got in a little trouble because they're similar, and both parties thought that that like somehow it was in jeopardy. But
Right.
essentially, Crash the Super Bowl is production companies create and write and direct and shoot and produce a commercial for Doritos. So Doritos doesn't have to spend a dime.
Right.
If you
Wow.
win, you get $1 million. So I had two years ago to be submitted. Neither of them got in, unfortunately, but it was a great.
And they were great.
They're
commercials.
great. They're alive on
But you know
YouTube.
what?
They're alive
Right,
on the
they're live,
internet.
like, so you can
For
find them on
Doritos,
YouTube.
that's a great concept.
Well,
you
what-
know?
So
I
a big
just-
giant orange monster is
Oh my
awesome.
God,
Well, you
Doritos
just,
is
I
like
mean,
the
just
biggest-
submitting, having people
it's,
submit.
yeah. I wish I
So-
was.
Just sit back and watch, see what you like, and okay,
Exactly.
Yeah.
there's no
Best man wins.
right.
Best
And
no
they-
directing, no nothing.
If
person
you
wins.
guys want to check those commercials out just because they're funny and see what
Yeah.
Casey does, one is called Monster in the Closet, Doritos Monster in the Closet.
Right, and the other one, the
Monster Under the Bed.
monster under the bed. Thank
And
you.
that was the one we just saw, right?
That's the monster under the bed.
Right.
Yeah. And coincidentally, the monster in the closet, where I play the dad, the director and writer of that spot cast me in another one, which is the Ritz Easy Cheese one that you
That's-
wanted me to bring the clip
Now,
of,
wait,
which
did
I
I
didn't
see
bring.
that during the Super Bowl?
It wasn't. It was on the internet.
It was,
so
no, but I saw it on TV.
What? Really?
Casey,
Really?
I think I saw. I thought I saw it
Hey,
on
maybe
TV.
you saw it on TV. I should be
Well, then
getting
you
a
should
check
be
in the
getting-
mail any day now.
Oh, maybe I
Maybe they
saw
lost
it.
your
Yeah.
address.
Listen, I saw
Yeah,
that.
right. They lost.
somewhere.
Just
That guy
coincidentally
was
lost
staying
my
at your
address.
place took it.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, right.
Oh,
My-
wait, so that wasn't on TV?
It was on the internet, but we were talking about this earlier. It was in like an ad race with other like Super Bowl commercials, but not for Super Bowl, because you have to pay $5 million to
Right.
get a Super Bowl commercial on the air. So, but it won. It had 29 million views.
It's fabulous. And that one you can go, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
just go look at it because it's really funny. And it's actually called
It's Ritz Easy Cheese.
Ritz Easy Cheese.
Is we're basically I'm selling the cheesy stuff in a
Can you sing
can.
the song?
Some things are meant to be
Okay.
easy. Some things are meant to be cheesy. Am I on camera? I am on camera. I said we had to sing it a lot. We had to sing it a bunch.
So funny.
It's
It was
pretty bananas.
Really, really
and that
funny.
director's name's Crobin. Great guy.
What's his name?
Crobin.
Crobin?
One name.
Oh, that's
Like Madonna.
Like Madonna.
Crobin.
Yeah, Crobin.
Hi,
Great director.
Crobin.
Great
Well,
writer.
we were talking about this.
it's
and,
a great commercial, Crobin.
And
So I
Casey
really
said
liked it.
since the Dorito,
He's a Long Island guy too.
Is he
Yeah,
really?
originally.
Okay.
Yeah.
since the Dorito commercial, he hasn't eaten a Dorito because he's eaten so many.
My mouth it chewed apart my mouth. I couldn't eat.
Really?
I couldn't eat after I ate three
And
bags of
then-
Doritos.
Well, the one commercial we do see all the time,
Right, the Optimum.
the Optimum
Yeah.
commercial. So you guys definitely take a good look at him. He's the guy, and the wife walks in. He's standing in the living room with
He's
guys
in the
on the
neighbor's
couch.
living room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, right. He's in his, boxers.
I just got out of the shower.
And he just got a shower. He's got a towel around his neck, and he's brushing his tongue, brushing his teeth, really like obnoxiously brushing
Yeah,
your tongue.
I was watching the news because
And the
I don't
wife,
have.
right, and the wife
Because you
comes
didn't
in
have
and is
Optimum.
wondering why
Right.
you're there, and you don't. Well, I don't have Optimum, or the husband says he's here to watch.
Eddie.
Yeah,
Eddie was the neighbor.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like I was saying before, we DVR everything.
Yeah.
And we watch. And if we fast forward commercials, and all of a sudden we go, oh, there's Casey. We watch
Always
it
go back
again.
and watch
Yay.
it because we love you, and
Thanks,
I think
guys.
it's hysterical.
We do.
And
We
then you're
do.
in the lottery commercial,
New Jersey Lottery.
and that I saw on TV, right?
That was on TV.
Yes,
Yeah,
you were the
that
mailman.
aired. The Mailman. Yeah,
Yeah.
we shot that 2 years ago, but they renewed it this year and they re-edited it.
Yeah. So
So
you
many,
get
like,
royalties every
twice.
time a commercial airs. right?
No, no, I don't.
What?
Those are non-union jobs.
Oh, is that how that works?
So
Wow.
yeah, you get
Okay.
paid to do it, then you get a buyout, and then if they renew it, you get paid again.
Okay.
So
Well, that's cool. And then
Yeah.
you know what? It still goes on your resume. People
You got-
see it. People see
it's
you.
live. It lives on the internet.
Right.
It's
Now,
great.
if you hit a commercial like Flow,
Flow.
Progressive,
Yeah.
I want
Insurance?
you to have. I want you to be the male.
Probably
Flo.
live in L.A. No.
Because you know
I
what?
mean, that pays
I might,
big money, right?
yeah, she.
probably-
Yeah.
Gotta be
She doesn't have to do anything ever again.
ever
Really?
again.
Yeah.
Ever again. I want that for you.
It'd be
sure.
great. I mean, I imagine for those guys, it's tough too because they can't do anything
You
else.
can't do it. Yeah, typecast.
Right.
Kind of like
big
the
time.
Verizon guy, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
He's not
I
around
guess-
anymore, but the Verizon guy, he's probably
Vern.
doing. He's doing. Yeah.
Is that him, Vern?
He's doing theater in Florida.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Wow.
It's a one-man show in Florida.
Sitting on a stack of
It's-
money.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah, I was
have
going
to-
to say that doesn't
He's on a
suck
boat.
if-
He's
if,
on a boat
if
somewhere.
you did really
But
well.
with the Optimum, I had to brush my teeth all afternoon. I haven't brushed my teeth since because I hurt my mouth.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, that commercial helped you get the Doritos out.
Oh yeah, I cleaned my mouth out. The thing is, I brushed my teeth in the one before the Doritos.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So anyway, tell us about your more current stuff. Well, you've been on stuff like I
Wait,
have
let me.
notes.
I wanted to ask you.
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
first. You remember the first paying job you got?
First acting paying job. The biggest thing that I did was when I did a. This is great. I think there's a picture of it or a few pictures of it. It was for MTV Movie Awards, and it was Chip Charles. I played a magical movie beast and creature wrangler. It's me with a sheep. There's a picture of me with sheep. So that was for MTV and the MTV Movie Awards.
Wow.
Which was
Okay,
pretty
there you
good.
go.
No, that's a shark.
that's
a
different-
shark.
That's
Is that the sheep? I
no,
can't
that's
see
a
from
play.
here.
That's it's in there somewhere.
Okay.
If there's
Well,
like
we
And
can
the
find
sheep
the
is the
show.
little furry thing that
small sheep,
She'll she does
goes-
have a lot of
he
pictures
goes
there.
back.
not quite a goat.
I know we do get a lot
There's
of.
a lot of pictures,
It's
so
not
it's tough,
quite a
it's tough
goat.
being
Not
on
quite a
her end
goat.
right now doing that.
Yeah.
That's okay. When it comes up, she'll show it.
Hey,
He's not the sheep.
not the sheep.
Yeah, but she's got lots
so
of
that was the
those
first
up there.
pancake. That was the biggest, I think, the one on record. That would say that was like, oh wow,
And what
being-
was it for?
So the MTV Movie Awards,
Okay.
they were doing a promo for the MTV Movie Awards, and I was a guy with a mullet, and I basically wrangled like dragons, and like for Hollywood.
Right.
You both look at me blankly like I'm crazy, but it's a real thing. It's
No, I believe you.
so, but it was the first time because I was working production working as a PA on the Food Network and different commercial stuff. But it was the first time that I was the principal. Like it was just me.
Yeah,
That's
There was an ensemble of extras and
Right.
background people,
Right.
but it was the first time that
was about you.
It was about me, and it was
That's
like
awesome.
I didn't know what to do. I was in the green room. I was going nuts because I always used to be the PA that would
Right.
wrangle the
Right.
talent or like set up craft service.
And
Or,
your co-partner was a sheep.
yeah, I got to
Nice.
work with sheep a lot too.
So,
Well, I
There were
heard
two sheep.
I heard that wasn't bad.
It wasn't too bad. That was though.
so do people recognize you like as the Optimum guy? Because that commercial's on a lot.
It's on a lot, and it's in the tri-state area
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
So,
and
Only
then
when-
you did one where you were sunburned.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the first one. Yeah,
Yeah, that was the first
That was
one.
Optimum
You
too,
lay there
right?
That
all
was
like,
Optimum as well.
out of commission and all
I was
burnt up.
yeah, my girlfriend was putting they cut that out, but she was putting lotion on me. It's
Usually
nice.
when he walks around Brooklyn in his boxes and a towel around his neck with his hair stand up.
People are like, oh, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
Guy.
It's hard to people see it on TV a lot. So
Right.
if
It's
I go
on a lot.
if I go to Jersey,
time.
people are like, oh my god, because it airs a lot. It airs
Right.
down there.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
In the city, it's different. You don't know how people don't really approach you
They don't even
Right,
look
if
at
you're
you
rent.
no
Yeah,
more.
they don't.
Right,
look,
right.
They're like, get out of my way.
So that, and you were on season 4, Boardwalk Empire.
Season 4 Boardwalk Empire. Yeah, I had a
Right.
little stint. I auditioned a lot, and I wound up getting. It was a very dramatic death, which was great. It was a very influential scene, and we could
Listen,
talk
if you're
about
gonna
it. So I
die,
spoke. Yeah,
You want to die dramatically.
Al
You don't want
Capone.
just like, oh, he got shot and nobody really knows or sees. You want the whole big thing. You
Yeah.
want the whole big production.
Al Capone walks across the street and shoots me in the face as a cop.
Yeah,
I was a
that's
Chicago cop.
Listen, if you're gonna get shot, you want to be.
It was a
shot
good
by Al
death.
Capone.
It was
By
a good
Al
death.
Capone, yeah,
By Al
that connects
Capone.
you with
I think
somebody
we
who-
got to take a commercial.
Are we taking a commercial?
Yeah, we're taking a
We'll
commercial.
take a commercial break.
I think it's the Doritos commercial.
Yeah, plug one of my commercials.
But stay tuned. We'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, DMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhouse TV.
You are the man.
Hi, I'm going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie, the president and founder of Renee Marie's Language of Love Foundation. I would like to personally invite you to our second annual telethon held right here on Madhouse TV. Did you know that nearly 80% of strokes could be prevented? By knowing the signs and getting to the hospital within a 4.5-hour window, you could save your life or someone's you love life or anyone's life. Strokes do not discriminate who it affects and at what time. A stroke can happen at any time and play a huge impact in your life. Do you know what aphasia is? It is a result of a stroke or brain injury, which affects the ability to speak and communicate. Think about how you would feel if you cannot express yourself, even in the simplest forms. I am blessed to say that I am a stroke survivor and can humbly speak of the experience of how it feels to express myself, to not be able to express myself, and not to understand. It is devastating. Please join us on March 20th, 2016 on Madhouse TV for a Language of Love telethon, which supports strokes and aphasia. You can visit our website at www.languageoflovetelethon.org. Together, we are lifting our voices and changing the face of strokes and aphasia locally and around the globe. God bless you, and I'll see you on Madhouse TV on March 20th, 2016. God bless everybody. Ciao.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin Donuts are always fresh.
I made the donuts.
We make them at least twice every day.
Time to make the donuts.
Not a few kinds, like supermarket,
Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts.
but up to 52 varieties.
The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts.
Dunkin Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say.
And we are back.
We're back.
The Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour right here on Madhouse TV with our very favorite Casey Webb. Hey, Casey.
Ooh, we're back.
So,
We found the sheep.
you can
Yeah, the sheep. We found the sheep.
Yeah.
We had to take commercial. We had to go look for the
We
sheep.
had to go look
That's
for the
right, we
sheep,
did see the
not the
sheep.
goat.
Yeah,
We found the
we're
sheep.
going to have you back because I want all those other clips.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Or I'll just show them intermittently during other shows.
Yeah, other
we have.
people's. Take a studio. Yeah, take a little break from the
We
showcase.
heard Bob Jones, but Bob, hold on. We got Casey's Dorito commercial.
So you've done some work with Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
for,
I got cast last season. I did a little spot, little
on Comedy Central. Comedy Central.
Comedy Central.
Comedy
Yeah.
Central.
Last year I did a. It was Mark Norman was a stand-up comedian, and myself, and it was a quick little, like they do like mock commercials. That was a lot of fun. Then this
Right.
year I got cast. We just shot actually last week. another episode of Inside Amy Schumer, which was great. And
And that's her own show, right?
that's her, yeah, Inside Amy
That's her-
Schumer.
Right.
It's not,
I think I have to
Inside
shut the
Vince
ringer on my
Soluri.
phone.
Oh, you did.
I don't know if I did. I just heard something go off. Now,
Oh.
see, I told you to shut it, and I didn't shut mine. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so that's I got to be on an episode for season 4.
And where do you shoot that? You shoot it in the city?
It was shot in New York. Yeah, it was shot in a bar in New York. Can't really talk about what we did.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
You don't have
yeah, it
to.
was a lot of fun, and it comes out it's this season, so
Right,
it'll be
the
airing
premise-
in the next couple months.
Right.
But you don't know when that date airs.
Not
it's just
yet.
one of the episodes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So look for that. Inside Amy
Yeah.
Schumer season 4. I'm in it.
Yeah,
Can we touch
excellent.
on? Can we touch on?
You can touch
the,
whatever you want. It's your show.
It's true. All right.
No.
Give me another
you didn't-
minute.
you didn't
Now you're
just
being
do
selfish.
that. I
was.
hope Janine
You're
didn't
too far away.
No, I'm too. It gets from here up.
Are you-
Okay.
You sure?
Not
Janine's-
really.
I know Janine's laughing her ass
Not
off.
really. You can see in both.
Janine loves me,
Okay.
but it,
That laugh I heard.
anyway,
Yeah.
what was that? The porcupine thing, the porcupine.
Yeah. So Part Timers is a YouTube
Yeah, the
show. So it's YouTube's
okay.
first scripted web series.
So it's YouTube's firsted.
Firsted script.
First scripted TV.
It's a web series.
Web
Yes,
series.
it's on YouTube.
So it's
The-
like a TV show on YouTube. It's like
Wow,
Yes.
so
first-
is YouTube doing that stuff now? Is that like the new wave of?
I guess
YouTube?
they're starting to. So they,
that's
essentially, they
pretty
took
cool.
2 existing YouTubes, let's call them stars, Ian and Anthony. They have a huge following. They're called Smosh. They've been making videos since they were 16. They're now 26.
Wow.
And they're basically the do-it-yourself example of making videos. So they've been around for about 10 years. They celebrated 5 billion views on their channel. And they have 5 billion views, over 21 million followers.
Is that crazy?
really
And the show they scripted is an 11-minute comedy. It's about a bunch of knuckleheads working in a Chuck E. Cheese kind of place, but it's called Porky Pines. And our mascot is a porcupine. So
See, that's
Yeah.
right. Hence Porky
Porcupine. So it's like this rundown Chuck E. Cheese kind of place. Because Ian, one of the guys, he had worked at Chuck E. Cheese, and so
Okay.
they tell the story.
Okay,
That's where the story
He's
began.
probably got a lot of stories. Just
It's great. Yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
Well, I want Janine to show a clip
Oh yeah.
of the one where the guy's trying to beat your high score.
Oh yeah. The beginning of that's the first part of the episode. It's gonna lead in from the opening. Yeah, you can play the
Right. Do you know which one that is, Janine?
What's it called? What's the title?
the episode.
Part Timers episode 9.
Yeah.
Part Timers episode 9.
Episode
Yeah,
9.
this is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so,
Welcome to Porky Pines,
It's like Reno, but for kids.
where our staff is caring, courteous, and above all, professional.
Not this time, Schwartzman.
I'm Anton, the owner.
Anton can't control us. We do what we want when we want it. Who's with me? Who's with me? Let's do it! Let's go!
Look, you guys are my family, and your safety is my top priority.
There's so much to get done.
Drink. It's Kool-Aid with tree bark.
Don't puke.
Get some.
Nope. You're gonna lose that paw.
What? Yes!
I can smell fear.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the performance of a lifetime. It's the king of quills, the prince of pricks, Mr. Porky Pie!
You know what? Ever since you took over, this place has really improved.
I know, right? I don't see any other kids' restaurants installing tanning lights. Genius.
Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed this trailer for Part Timers, and guess what? It's coming out next week. Next week. It's coming out next week, so watch it.
Why are we talking like this?
I don't know.
Hey, we're back. So that was a trailer for Part
Hey, we're
Timers.
back. I like that.
And we're back. Hey guys, camera's there. Oh yeah, so that's a trailer for Part Timers. So we've
Funny
done
stuff.
2 seasons. So we've done 20 episodes.
Wow.
They're 11 minutes long. We
So
shot
they're already accessible on YouTube.
10 of them are. So the 10th one went up today on YouTube.
Okay,
the
today.
Smosh channel.
Oh, what
yeah,
a great
today.
time to have you on the show.
Yes,
tonight.
it's
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah,
Um,
and
Okay.
it's
it's also
hitting
National
big,
Napping
right?
Day, right?
Exactly, but we don't
Which
want
is
people to nap
Don't
nap
nap.
after this.
Yeah, after you see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Don't nap. Don't turn it on and then nap.
So you were saying it's got now is the show part timers getting is the views?
So with each episode, so the trail, there's 2 trailers. There's the teaser trailer. There's the trailer we just saw.
Right.
There's over 1 million hits for both, and then each episode is ranking up in the millions for each episode. So
That's
there's
awesome.
10
So
as of
now,
today.
is that what you were in LA for a while, right?
I went there to shoot for 3 weeks for the first season. Then I went and I gave myself a little more time. I was there for 5 weeks. Got to spend some time with some friends and see California and work on. It's great.
Where were you down in LA?
I stayed in Hollywood. Yeah, I had a friend that lives in Hollywood who stayed there, and then
How do
we
you like it there?
shot. I love living in New York, but I like visiting.
Yeah.
You know, it
It's
was,
a nice
Yeah, I
place to
like
visit.
New York.
You just want to live there.
yeah, you know what it is. Like I love living in New York, but I love leaving so I can come back to it.
Right.
You know, it's nice to escape because it's
Different.
It's
Everything
totally
is
different.
Totally different.
Right.
But a little
Everything has
vitamin
its own
D,
charm.
you know, a little nature. It was good. It can be a fun.
I mean, I
place
got
to
a lot of
visit.
friends and stuff that live in California, Florida, and they always talk about, the weather. But you're not in New York no more.
No, exactly.
You know? I'll take the 3 months of winter. It's not such
Yeah, I
a
don't
big
mind
deal
it.
to me.
Well, this winter wasn't so bad.
It's never that bad. It's winter.
This past 3 months
Winter's
of winter.
3-4 months
Last
maybe,
winter,
tops.
last year, not so
You know what they
much.
say? Winter's winter, right?
It is.
They say
Is that
that.
what they say?
That's what they say.
But you know what? As you get older, life passes
summer.
by so fast. The
Yeah.
winters go like this.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah,
'Cause you can't
that's
feel
true.
anything because you're numb because you're old.
That's it.
That's how I
Exactly.
feel.
Exactly. No, I
Husky,
think actually
numb.
as you get older, you feel it more. That's why they all go south.
Yeah, you get all
Can't
skin and
stand it.
bones. That's
I'm
why
get- I
I stay
must be-
chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must be getting
I'm always warmer.
I run hot. I run hot. I'm always seasonably
So-
warm.
So today, not tonight.
Yeah, 3 o'clock they go live every Monday. So we
3 o'clock?
Yeah, so it's live now.
Okay, so every Monday you can go live on YouTube and put in part-timers.
Part timers or Smosh, and you'll find the
Or
videos are all up
Smosh.
there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So it's fun. Yeah, it's we're hoping to do maybe a 3rd and 4th season, but that remains to be.
So now, with something like this, is this something that can actually get picked up? Other than YouTube? I mean, is that what
Well,
could happen
yeah,
from
I
that?
guess anything could be
Like the
picked up.
concept of it,
Anything could happen, you know.
right? I mean, ultimately, that would kind of be really.
Ideally,
a
the
great
biggest thing
goal,
is
right?
how does one monetize content, and like where does the money? How can you make money on it?
Right.
We had a sponsor for these 2 seasons, Schick Hydro Razor. So we did 6 commercials essentially for Schick as characters in the show. So I was in all 6 of those, which was great. So in addition to doing
that's how you do get paid for it, by commercials. you know what I
exactly,
mean?
so but in addition to doing 20 episodes, I did 6 spec commercials, and then we did with each episode that comes out, there's a behind the scenes video too. So there's tons of content, which is just for an actor to have stuff living online is great. It's because cable's changing, that world
Right.
is changing. Everyone's streaming.
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah.
stream everything.
Exactly.
Fire
yeah.
stick.
So it's good. It's good to have that exposure.
So now those 2 guys, the
Yeah,
initiators,
Ian
of
and Anthony. Yeah.
you know them. Those the guys. Are they actually on?
Yeah, they're on the show. Yeah,
They're on the show.
yeah,
so
we're
you
all
know them. You guys all do your thing together.
totally. I mean,
they're good guys.
They're great guys. They,
funny,
they're
offset. They're funny. They're just funny guys.
they're booked out. They're
What
busy.
What kind of videos did they used to do? Did they?
So their demographic, they're younger, the kids,
Right.
kids that are, streaming everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
They, so since as a result, I've gotten a lot of followers on social network that are like kids that love the show so much. They find you and they befriend you on Facebook, Instagram,
Right.
Twitter.
That's
So
so
it's
good.
all, it's sketch comedy essentially.
That's where,
Yeah.
listen. That's where the big money is with the kids.
Sure.
Now, why do you think Disney's so big?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the kids are the ones that are
They're the
on
ones.
their
The kid wants it, mom
tablets,
gets
on
it,
their
dad gets
phones,
it.
yeah.
That's the kid wants.
Kid wants it, mom, dad gets it. I
That's
like
how
it.
it
That's
goes
why I don't have any
today.
kids. Yet.
Not when we were little.
Yet.
It was like, get out of here, we're
Yeah, go
talking.
play
Well, listen,
outside.
when we were little,
Go play in the dirt.
I mean, we grew up together.
Yeah.
There you
when
go.
you came out from Jersey and went to, Aunt Joan and Uncle Bill.
Yeah.
All we did was play and run and play and run and built
That's it.
forts. And I was a tomboy, so I was with all you boys.
For sure.
And we were
Getting dirty in the mud.
pool, getting dirty, and
Not no more.
No.
that's a lost art. That's actually, it's really kind of sad. I
Might
think.
stub your toe.
You know,
God
I mean,
forbid.
I know kids today don't realize it because, yeah.
they don't ride bikes to each other's house no more to see if anybody's
I don't know.
home.
Do kids
No, they
even,
Uber. They actually
do
Uber.
kids even,
They Uber
yeah,
now.
they Uber. Do kids even get
What the
bikes anymore? Do
No,
kids?
they don't sell bikes anymore.
That's it.
Actually
Bikes are
stopped
done.
selling bikes.
Obsolete.
Listen, seriously, there's a damn shit. I know.
You have to have one of
that's
those.
not
What
They
are
sell
those,
bikes.
what are those
I know
things
they
you
sell
stand
bikes.
on there?
Oh, like a hoverboard thing?
Like the Segways.
Very popular, yeah.
and-
The
Yeah,
standing
everything's
ones?
where you don't even have to, you don't have to
Exert
exert
yourself.
Well, listen.
yourself. You have
Yeah.
to exercise. It's terrible.
You
I
don't have
think
to
it's-
assert or exert yourself.
You just stand
ever.
on a board and it'll take.
Our
really?
boys,
That
our
kinda
boys
sucks.
moved into a new apartment.
Yeah.
And the guy that was moving out, they were moving downstairs. It was a guy's house, and he was going to live in the downstairs apartment. They're going to live upstairs in the
Sounds
house.
complicated.
The son
Oh my God, this
was
is crazy.
taking the boxes, and he was standing on one of those hoverboards,
Yeah.
whatever you call it,
Yeah.
with the two wheels, and you lean. And he was moving. He was bringing stuff down the walkway into the street, down the driveway, into his house. While the father was like carrying things. He was like, zzz, come
Lazy
back.
son of a.
Well, I mean, it's productive.
Sure.
Needless to say, it's productive. But I was like, and I actually made a comment. I think my boys got embarrassed. I didn't say it loud enough, I don't think, for the kid to hear. But I was like, wow, that's terrible. These kids don't even walk. They're not even using their legs.
They're not gonna have
And
legs
I'm
anymore.
thinking, dude, if I had one of those when I was little, I'd be doing the same thing. I used to have to carry that shit.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
still
that's-
carry
that's
stuff.
what
Oh,
he
my
told me.
God.
He said, all the kids, and I get why the kids love it. I get that.
Right. From
And I
from
get
fast food to hoverboards.
I do get that, but it's just
Slobs
it's a
everywhere.
society of
Leisure.
sedentary. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just-
leisure.
It's not good. I don't think it's good.
Just the times, you
You
know,
know.
like she likes those shakes and stuff. Those with the blender, you make all those fruit drinks and stuff.
Oh, like
but they didn't have them
Ninja?
around. Like the
No,
ninja
they said
thing.
they
right?
have just a blender.
my Jack
Yeah.
LaLanne juicer.
You Jack
I
LaLanne
juice.
juicer.
I juice all the non-fun things. The beets.
Back when we
and
were
the,
little, you had that
the
little
ginger and all
thing that you took the orange and you went like this.
Yeah,
That was
you
your juicer.
That's it. Yeah, or you ate juice out of a can. You drank juice out of a can.
Yeah.
Well, the
coulda had
vitamins
a
and
V8.
sugar in it. Yeah.
So, but it's scary. I think it's a little scary.
You know, he needs one of those hoverboards. Is Hugh Hefner for his balls.
Yeah, he might need two of them.
You do have one for his balls and one for him. They have to be in
Two for his
unison though.
balls.
They'd be
Are
like
they
this.
really saying that he's got to stay there till he
That
dies?
huge
That's
balls?
what he said.
Oh.
He'll sell the mansion, but the stipulation is he's going to
Yeah, I don't
live
know.
there until he
Hugh's
dies.
got to go.
Yeah,
Maybe
He's
leave your
gotta
wife
go.
and her friends. but
I
you
don't
gotta
think he's
go.
going to sell it.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Unless I'm a big Hugh Hefner fan.
Yeah.
All right, let's
I'd
probably
probably-
have you.
I'd probably the first thing I do is probably fill in the pool, the grotto, whatever.
Yeah.
Build another one.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a little,
A
you
little
know.
dirty. A little sticky in there.
Little
What's that
yeah.
film on the top?
What is that? Yeah, lots of floaters.
Floaters.
Yeah.
A lot of
What are
chlorine
we
in
talking
that
about?
thing.
A lot of chlorine.
You
Yeah.
guys are bad. So,
So you guys, this,
Imagine buying a house. Hey, listen, let's get a puppy. Yeah, well, but, let's wait till
Oh, why don't we get Hugh Hefner?
We got Hugh.
yeah, really.
you know.
That's kind of gross.
Our next pet will be.
How
Yeah.
old is he now, anyway? No
3.
offense to you. I mean, you're.
He's the man.
the
Hugh
man, I
Hefner,
guess,
yeah,
you
no.
He's
know.
the man.
We're not downing you, man. It's just.
there's no
don't
opportunity.
wanna live with you.
Yeah, there's no opportunity to get invited to the mansion anymore because he's
Right.
pretty much.
Listen,
Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
done.
those
Done.
girls marry, like they marry him, or they just be with him, and
They be with
because
him.
he's you.
Hugh or
I'm
me?
sorry, guys.
You
I-
say Hugh?
No.
You?
Hugh is
Hugh?
short for huge.
Yeah. Huge balls.
He's huge Hefner.
Huge Hefner.
I just.
thought
I'm
I'd marry
sorry.
him.
I really don't think that in my whole lifetime,
was good.
if I had the opportunity to be one of, playmate,
Yeah.
I'm not going down with you. I'm sorry.
Go down with Hugh.
Shit, I was sleeping
How about
with
you?
just for the fun of
How about
it. Yeah, just to put it in the book.
You.
I just.
I go down with you.
I get it. It's their career.
Go in the
but,
That
grotto?
was you
know.
too.
What you
What,
use?
you and him?
Use.
No, just
No, you. Just you.
Oh, me.
Just you.
I
No,
got
no,
it.
you.
God,
that
if
was
you
fun.
could only see us now.
He just might.
If
You
a-
can't. His balls are in his way.
Oh God, that's all right. So what are
Did
you
a whole
working on
episode
now?
on Hugh Hefner's balls.
Oh, Hugh, yeah, we're
Oh,
stuck
you know
on
what I
balls.
want you to do?
Yeah, what's that? Oh, we'll look at pictures?
Oh yeah, let's see some pictures,
Oh,
Janine,
yeah?
and he'll give us a narrative on them.
Okay. Hey, that's my best John Goodman impression.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is. That's me
Okay.
doing some voiceover work.
Oh, that's what we didn't talk about. You do a lot of voiceover.
Yes,
'Cause
yeah.
You have, and you can mold your voice to do so many different characters.
I can do some character
Do
voices.
something. Just talk in a voice.
Talking a voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do Blarney the Leprechaun. That's me doing some more voiceover stuff.
Okay.
When Blarney comes on, I'll do Blarney. That's
Okay.
That's me in a a very small helmet. I actually did a car commercial in upstate New York.
Is that you as a nose tackle?
That's me as a Husky nose tackle wearing a fourth grader's helmet, and holding a football in a giant chair. That was Tide. We did 6 internet commercials for Tide and during Shark Week. That was amazing.
Oh,
yeah, those are available
that's right.
online.
You don't look like a
that's
very
right.
happy shark.
I was pissed. Yeah.
You were pissed.
I was pissed.
You're a pissed shark.
This
Who's
is a
this?
Subway commercial.
Okay.
Subway commercial. We did 2 commercials for Subway, and it was like a period piece.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing our best, my best Shakespeare right there, eating Subway. Premiere of Inside Amy Schumer last season. I was there.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Had some drinks.
Was that in L.A.?
That was in New York, actually. Okay. Big Gingy and the Ginger. This is something that I'm working on with a friend of mine. It's
Are you the ginger?
I think I'm a big Gingy. I think I'm big Gingy. We've decided. That's a project I'm working on. It's still in development.
Okay, well, we can't wait to see that. I'm sure it's going to be great.
A play I do every year is A Christmas Carol. I'm the Ghost of Christmas Present. That's me touching Scrooge's face.
I love that story.
Having some fun.
That's one of my favorite stories.
It's a beautiful story.
You have to, in fact, let us know when you're doing it again.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely there.
Yeah, please.
We're definitely
that's
there.
down in Asbury Park. We do that.
Okay.
This is a film, a sequel to a friend's fan film. It's about Star Wars. So me and him have lightsabers, and if you look in the background, there's a bunch of Star Wars characters behind us. So basically, it's not live yet. We're submitted to a bunch of film festivals. It's called Jedi Club. So it's it's Fight Club meets Fanboys. So a bunch of Star Wars geeks meets Fight Club, and you know how that story goes. Okay, that's what that is.
Okay.
You got to do this in your leprechaun voice.
Yeah, this is, if coincidentally, I thought this was the leprechaun, but this is this is Puritanical Pete. This is something
Puritanical
this is something I did in
Pete.
Thanksgiving. I just did this.
Yeah, I was
going to
say he's a pilgrim. He ain't
He's
a leprechaun.
definitely a pilgrim, and it's a similar hat as I used for Blarney the Leprechaun. But Blarney the Leprechaun, so I did this thing, Man on the Street, 7 years ago, actually, this year. I decided to take a friend who's a cameraman, and we went to like a St. Patrick's Day parade, New Jersey, and I basically interviewed drunk people as a giant leprechaun. My mother sewed the costume for me, knee highs, tights.
I've seen it. Do we have a picture of it?
So Blarney the Leprechaun, he just goes around talking to people, asking questions, you know. And then every year I would do another video, like Shit Leprechaun Say. Can I curse? I guess I already
you
did.
can say whatever you want. Yeah.
Shit Leprechaun Say. I did a music video. So like each year I would do something different with Blarney in mind. So Blarney the Leprechaun.
There's Blarney.
I think that's Uncle Vanya. I think that's who that is.
That's not Blarney.
No, that is that's a theater.
Oh, that's not Blarney.
That's not Blarney. That looks like my father, actually. That's Ray Webb.
Yeah,
that's my dad with a beard.
Yeah. If it was Blarney, that's from the lottery commercial.
New Jersey lottery commercial,
right,
yeah.
New Jersey Lotto.
Hopefully that'll come out again during the holidays.
Yeah.
For the third year.
That was a cute commercial. Yeah, I like
2
that.
years in a row.
I always go, "There's Casey."
Yeah.
You know, like I never saw it before. There's Casey.
There's a fun, it was a fun little thing to do. And then this is the cast of Part Timers. We're out in LA at YouTube Studios. There's me in the middle, red as hell, my face. I was probably getting too much sun in LA. That's a group of the theater members from the Collective Theater Company that I'm involved with, and we just did a play. And,
wow, very good. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, the Collective Theater Company. Love you guys. You're all in New York. I'll see you guys tonight.
And how can anybody access their performances, their shows?
So yeah, the Collective Theater. You can go to collectiveny.org, I believe, is what it is, and or you can go to my website, which is kcwebsite.com, kcwebsite.com. So
I like that, Casey Webb with two B's.
With two B's, site.com.
So one word website, Casey, one word website.
That's great.
It's pretty clever.
That's not bad.
Well, not one word. It's actually all one, right?
It's all one word, yeah.
Right, yeah, I forgot.
So yeah, the Collective Theater Company. It's a group of actors and writers doing original works.
So it's all original stuff.
But as actors, we bring in stuff that we're working on. It could be a written piece by another playwright, or it could be developmental stuff.
What is that?
That's a picture of the cast of a play that I was in.
Okay.
And this is a group of actors from that series of plays that we did. And then there's the cast. That's a screen grab from Part Timers.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of fun folks. There's
Funny
me.
stuff.
There's Ian and Anthony. There's Kat.
There's me.
Natalie. There's Jade there. Yeah, great guys. Miss them. Oh, Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire.
That's me in my dressing room, and that's me getting shot in the face right before I got shot in the face as a Chicago cop.
Listen, that had to be a thrill to be on that show too. Because
amazing.
That's a big time.
It was a huge deal.
It's no longer, right?
It's no longer. Yeah, they wrapped on that show. They shot it in Williamsburg, and they came in and they took over the street and they made it look like Chicago 1920s. It was pretty amazing.
It's probably really cool to be on set watching all that. And what is that?
This is at the premiere party. These are guys that look a lot like me. We're not related, but they're friends of mine. That's Luke and my buddy Mike. They're part of. Mike, guy in the middle, works on Inside Amy Schumer. Mike is a Collective member and founding member, as Amy is a founding member of the Collective Theater Company. That's just a picture of me.
That's when you were doing electric work?
That's when I do my best electric.
Well, that's you in the morning.
Electric book. That's actually how I look when I wake up. My hair is so out of control.
Me
I know I
too.
look like an Irish, mobster right now, but when I wake up, that's what I look like. So, here we are. This is Chip Charles. So you can see I have a mullet. There's a sheep there. There's me, working with a dragon. There's a dragon or a
You're the
giant
dragon
there.
slayer, right?
Yeah,
Is that right?
basically I wrangle.
You wrangle them up.
I wrangle them for movies. So
Right,
I'm the
you
one
don't
who
slay
deals
them.
with. I don't slay them. I
No,
feed them.
They
And
wouldn't have a movie if you
yeah.
didn't.
So there was a picture there. I was feeding the dragon live sheep. So we didn't have a live dragon, but we had live sheep. And then bones are thrown at me through the cell door where the dragon.
Like he ate the sheep.
Like he ate the sheep. Like seconds later, it was great.
Just
So,
everybody knows no sheep were hurt.
no sheep were hurt. No
the
dragons
film
were
was
hurt.
Right,
Making
the
that.
filming of that show,
Yeah.
right? That's
Hey, there's
correct.
me again.
Hey,
And then,
that's you. That's you on the Soluri No Guts No Glory
Yeah.
Hour.
So Casey, let me ask you. I
Yeah.
want you to look in the camera and tell everybody where they can find all your stuff. I mean, because you're on Facebook, right? I mean, tell
This
them.
one.
Hey guys, Casey Webb here. CaseyWebsite.com is my acting website and all things Casey Webb, things I'm working on. Social networking is Casey's Call, so it's CASEYS,
Right.
CALL, Casey's Call on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. So check out what I'm doing. More to come. I'm auditioning regularly. I'm available for birthdays and bar mitzvahs. I do good clowning. I'm a good clown, and I can be a leprechaun this week. Gigantic leprechaun. Casey the leprechaun. It's actually Blarney.
This is a big week for
leprechaun.
Blarney.
Yeah.
Yeah, big week for Blarney. Yeah.
Well,
So what do you do for
yeah,
St.
because
Patrick's?
you're big time Irish.
big
You're right.
time
Yeah,
Irish.
You're big time Irish.
I'll say it. I auditioned for a Neil Patrick Harris Heineken Light commercial and to play a leprechaun, and I thought Blarney would have his day in the sun, but they actually cast an actual leprechaun. The guy looks like
I hate when the leprechauns win out.
the
They get
leprechaun
the
won.
job.
So I was hoping that would be the video for the year. So I got some things in mind. I'm going to post something before St. Patrick's Day, or actually on St. Patrick's Day, something that I'm working on.
Good.
So it's a little secret. But I usually do something for Blarney every year this time of
right,
year.
I know that. Yeah.
But it's
Well,
good.
We adored having you here today.
Thank you.
We would
It's-
love you to come back because
Yeah.
I know I have to tell you, there's nothing but great things ahead for you. You're constantly working. You're constantly looking to work.
Yeah.
I know you're sought after because you're just really diverse, whether it's, dramatic roles or comedy or your voiceovers. But you have some big things going on. And I
Thank
just want
you.
to tell you, I love you. And
Love you too.
I'm grateful that you came on today.
Yeah.
And you will be back. And you're going to be back
Yeah,
with some more great
always-
stuff.
it's always a blast, and we wish you well, man.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm sure you'll be big because you do good work.
Can
man.
I take this mug with me too?
That's yours. That comes, it's complimentary.
Why not?
Comes with doing the
See
show.
this? Crazy cat lady. I'll scratch out lady.
You might have to fight Janine on the way out
I
because
think
it's really hers.
It's probably Janine.
And now
So-
Vinny and I, we only air twice a month, bi-weekly, right? Did I say that right?
Bi-weekly.
So on the 28th, which is Monday, two Mondays from now, we'll have Deborah Markowitz. And she is a big deal with... No? Oh,
We're gonna
no. Deborah's in April. Oh,
We're
sorry.
going to have Pepe Castro.
We're having Pepe Castro
from the Gong Show. The
That's
Gong
right.
Show's coming. The Gong Show's going to
Totally
film live in April 4th at the Bolton Center in Bayshore.
That's right.
So Pepe Castro's going to come on, maybe with somebody else from the crew, maybe not. But we're going to we're going to talk about the Gong Show. We're going to have a blast.
And it's a retro show. It's a live show that kind of goes back to the days of Chuck Barris and the
yeah.
Gong Show. So anybody that knows that and anybody that doesn't, you got to
Buy some tickets because you got to go. It sells out.
Absolutely. So until then, you guys be well, have fun,
Good
stay
night.
safe. Good night. Thanks, Casey.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love you
buddy.
too. Thanks, guys.
You.
Bye.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Thank
you.
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 Hugh. No,
Hugh, thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
That's like...